Folks, just a few quick thoughts from me about all this. Finding 10 IEDs at the U.S.-Mexican border, yet another warning about the need to close that border. We don't know how they got there. Fortunately, they didn't go off. Appears that nobody was killed or injured yet. But the fact remains, discussions in the U.S. Senate to close the border have really gone nowhere. As Senator James Lankford told us last night, nothing is on paper, and that's the ultimate test. Take a listen to what Mr. Lankford said.
So none of it's true till it's actually written down and we can get a chance to be able to pass it around.
All right. That was a very important point he made. It was an elongated quotation, but you got the gist of it. Meanwhile, the Republican House has passed H.R. 2, which is essentially a restoration of Donald Trump's successful border closing policies. Now, I'm sure the left wing of the Democratic Party, which is 100% for open borders, will prevent anything that suggests a return to Trump policies. But a return to Trump border policies is exactly what should be negotiated. And Republicans should hang tough on this. We must complete the wall. Whether or not Mexico likes it, we must restore the Remain in Mexico policy. I would also suggest that some derivative of the Title 42 policy should be restored because of all the numerous health issues surrounding illegal immigration. It's not just COVID anymore. It could be 100 different other viruses, and Lord knows what other illnesses come in. Title 42 was a big help in closing the border, just as a matter of health security for the rest of the United States. So you've got national security issues, you've got economic security issues, you've got health security issues all along the border, and then spreading deeply into the interior of the country. Aided and abetted by these sanctuary cities and sanctuary states, again, from the left wing of the Democratic Party, and they're not going to give any of that up without a huge fight. You've got drug trafficking, you've got sex trafficking, and who knows, IED trafficking, and who knows about terrorists entering the country left and right. You know, data not only show 8, 9, or 10 million illegals in the last 3 years, but illegal immigrants from over 150 countries around the world. And these are countries populated by many people who do not like us. And that's yet another reason the border has to be closed. Border sovereignty is a complicated and multifaceted threat. The Bidens have overturned the Trump policies that were so effective, just like the Bidens overturned the Trump-Abraham Accord policies in the Middle East, just like the Bidens overturned Trump's effective efforts to bankrupt Iran and render them almost powerless, just as Trump pursued a tough China policy and Russia and North Korea and a virtual zero inflation policy with strong growth and plenty of drill, baby, drill for economic growth and prosperity here at home. The Biden failure at the border is just typical of his failures across the board. And the GOP in these border negotiations should hold their Trumpian positions and remain tough as nails. Wait a second, check that. How about hold their positions as tough as Trump?